Hey everybody, it's Miss Segovia and I'm going to show you what to put on your slider for dehydration synthesis. Hopefully you watched the other video before that shows you how to put the slider into your notebook. This is going to show you what actually goes onto it. And so here we have a close-up look at our slider in the somewhat closed position. You guys are going to be taking and gluing on two of our little pink molecules, one on the left side and one on the right side, to the note card that you've put in between. You have to trim them down. They are too big to fit otherwise, so you need to make a nice little trim to them so they fit on there. Now this is for dehydration synthesis. If you remember in our lectures, when you remove water from them, you will bond them together. And so dehydration synthesis up here is also known as, aka, a condensation reaction. You've heard the word condensation before, and that's usually when we take and we get water out of a solution, or condensation if you have a glass sitting on the counter and water droplets form on the outside. When these guys bond, water gets removed and goes elsewhere. And so we remove water to bond our monomers. And so what I've done here is I've just taken a little bit of pen and a colored pencil and colored in the OH and the H of the other one to show that little water droplet where it would typically be removed. And you've got a bunch of these glued into your notebook already, so you know what I'm talking about there. Now, how could we possibly break these apart? Well, if we took out water to bond them together, then it must carry on that we must add water to push them apart. And so that apart is called hydrolysis. We did not talk about this earlier in the pictures, so this is your chance to put it in your notes now. The word hydro, of course, means water, and lysis means breaking. So we actually use water to break apart the monomers. Another word for this one is digestion. You guys know when you eat, you tend to get pretty thirsty. And so what's the purpose of that water? Well, not only is it to wash it down your throat, but we also use that water in the process of breaking down all the foods that you have eaten so that you can incorporate them into the rest of your body. And so on here, when you guys push your sliders apart, underneath I want you to put the information for hydrolysis. And this is the info that you need to have on your little diagram, so hopefully you guys know when they come together, it's dehydration synthesis, the bonding of those monomers, and when we push them apart, we get hydrolysis, which is the separation of them using water. And that is what goes on your slider.